Hey everyone, welcome back to AWESMR Pop. Today I'm super excited to be hanging out with Blippi. He said he's hungry, so I'm gonna make him something to eat. What would you like to eat, Blippi?
I was watching the Discovery Channel and I saw all the different foods people eat from around the world. Can you make me some?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll go make you something.
Okay everyone, let's take a trip around the world. I'll start in Asia. Let's cook up some shrimp to go on a bed of white rice I'm cooking. I'll also add some edamame. Shrimp, edamame, and rice are all common food items that people eat in Asia. Whether it's China, Japan, Vietnam, or any other Asian country.
Eating food from different cultures helps you learn about them and what makes them unique, as well as what you have in common with them. It's a great way for people around the world to connect. Knowing about different cultures helps you understand the world better and gives you more perspective, all leading to more appreciation for one another.
This looks really good! Let's move on to Mexico. First, I'll make some guacamole with avocado. For my guacamole, I'll cut up some tomato too. A little pepper to spice it up. An onion to give it a nice bite. Just careful when you're cutting onions because you might cry. Let's add it into a bowl and mash it. This is gonna go great with some tacos. Let's head over to the Middle East and make some samosas. These are deep fried goodness stuffed with different types of filling. It could be potatoes, onions, peas, meat, or even fish. That looks perfectly cooked. Let's head over to the microwave and heat up some pizza from Italy. I love a good pizza. There's so many different kinds. You can get it thick in Chicago, thin in New York, or crisp in Italy. Pizza is universally loved everywhere. Let's head over to Europe with a stop in France for a perfectly flaky and buttery croissant. Let's also warm up some naan, which is a type of flatbread that you can find in India. You can use it as a vessel to dip or scoop your food, such as curry.
And we're finished with our trip around the world. Let's go feed Blippi. Okay, Blippi, let's start in Asia with this rice bowl.
Wow! Is that shrimp? That looks incredible! Yummy! I love the fluffy rice.
Here's a sushi roll, a Japanese staple that usually has raw fish inside along with some veggies like cucumber.
Oh! When you said raw fish, I was scared, but that was delicious.
Try this Asian fruit. It's called kiwi. I sliced it up for you.
Wow! That's really tart, but also sweet.
Now we're headed to Mexico. This is a crunchy taco and some homemade guacamole.
I love a good taco. You made that perfectly. And I could eat a bucket of that guac. Gracias.
Try this naan and stuffed samosa, which is popular in places like the Middle East.
That naan was so fluffy. It would be great with the curry. And that samosa was filled with so much meaty goodness. The perfect snack.
Now I know you'll like this one. It's pizza from Italy.
Grazie! I love pizza. No one does pizza like the Italians.
No one makes pastries and cheese like the French. Try it.
That cheese was a little stinky. And that croissant was flaky and warm. I'm so full, I couldn't eat another bite. What should we do now?
Since you're full now, why don't we relax with a book? I have this book. It's called Dinner at the Panda Palace.
That's a great idea.
This book is by Stephanie Kalmanson and illustrated by Nadine Bernard Westcott. The Panda Palace opened at 6 one night. All the tables were ready, the room was just right. As the diners arrived, they were graciously greeted. Mr. Panda himself helped each one get seated. An elephant came first with a trunk that was gray. He'd been out on the road selling peanuts all day.
I'm enormously hungry. My bag weighs a ton. I would like to sit down. Have you a table for one?
The lion came next. They were dropped off outside. Welcome, Your Highness. How was your ride?
Traffic was awful. The bumps were bad too. We're so glad to be here. Is there a table for two?
Along came some pigs who needed to hide. Quick, Mr. Panda, let us inside. There's a wolf on our trail. We must lose him, you see. We'll stay here for dinner. Have you a table for three? A proud group of peacocks with feathers fanned wide was a most splendid sight for others inside. With heads held up high, they walked through the door. Do we need reservations, or can you seat four? And then one by one, the monkeys arrived. They were swinging across to their table for five. The giraffes had just painted the rooftops in town. If there's a table for six, we would like to sit down. The hyenas walked in and laughed right out loud. They had never seen such a wonderful crowd. We've come from afar for a family meeting. There are 7 of us. We do hope you have seating. A party of penguins coming straight down from a ball waddled in through the door, hats, jewels, and all. This is the right place for our elegant date. Please, Mr. Panda, is there a table for 8? The Honey Bear All-Stars with gloves, balls, and bats had played a great game with the tiger-striped cats. We hit 3 home runs, so we're feeling just fine. Now it's time for a party. Is there room for 9? Here a chick, there a chick. Where's Mother Hen? Oh, there she comes now to her table for 10. The restaurant was humming. The waiters moved fast. Feeding 55 diners was no easy task. Then through all the noise came a knock at the door. A tiny mouse asked, "Is there room for one more?" Mr. Panda looked left, Mr. Panda looked right. All the tables were filled at the palace that night. Did he say,
I'm sorry, we have a full house. We can't fit one more, not even a mouse.
No, not Mr. Panda. He found one more seat. In no time, the mouse had a fine meal to eat. So if ever you're hungry and going that way, just see Mr. Panda. Here's what he'll say.
No matter how many, no matter how few, there will always be room at the palace for you.
The end. That book was awesome. It's about inclusivity and consideration for all. Well, this was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to see more. Thanks!